Right, g'day team. Sorry, just coming in hot. HOT coming in very, very hot today. Babysitter's late, but that's okay. Right, let me get in there. Let's get in there. Let's get in here and get sorted. Hoo-yah! Right, better turn on some lights. We have light. We have light. We have space. We're good to go. Righto. I'm actually just going to take this back just a touch. Get a little bit more in frame. Righto. So, um, what do we want to do today? I have a few ideas, which we could do, seeing as well, it's not quite our last one for the year, but it is well, I guess a pre-Christmas one. So we're going to be sucking back some beers and eggnog for all you people in the northern hemisphere that are probably pretty cold. So I was thinking we could do some short stuff. We could do some 1 minute pieces. We could do 2 sets of 10. I think that'd be quite good. We can build the rating through. We can work on maintaining some pace and some speed, looking at the efficiency that we can hold things at. So yeah, if you're up for that, we can do that. Otherwise, give me something that you'd like to do. If there's anything in the chat, we can rip it out, and I'll get it sorted. And I'll wait for you in the chat. We'll see. Any opinions? Any offerings? Or do you want to use my expertise and be like, Eric, you do what you do. You're the boss. I know Robro was going to say that because he knows I'm the boss. Pretty good. Right, I'll give you guys 10 seconds. If there's anything at all, anything you want to work on, you want it to be a little bit slower or more manageable in a certain way. Sorry, it's changing some. Just wanted a little bit more of my head in that frame. Power strokes or 1 minute. Okay, righto. Okay, so we'll do 2 times 10, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Okay, and we'll have about 3 to 4 minutes rest in between. Okay, so we'll just sort of stop it. Countdown 7 to 1, increase rate. Oh, makes no difference to me. No, we'll do the 1 minute. It's faster. Okay, it'll be a bit more of a laugh. So what we'll do is actually we'll take that down a bit. We'll go 8 just because the last set's gonna be a little bit it's gonna be a bit wild. Okay. So in the first set, we're gonna do 2 at each. Okay. 2 at each, and we're gonna go, let's start at 24, 26, 28, and we'll go 30. Okay. And then in that second set, after we've had the break, okay, we're going to start at 28. We're going to go 30, 32, and 34. Okay. Piece of cake. Real easy. Real easy. Real easy. Okay. So what we'll do in this first part, we'll just get warmed up into it. As always, we'll just look for the rhythm and the consistency. Okay. So the idea is that the first set we're pretty much sort of just building it. We're looking at how efficiently we can move. Okay, so when the time's coming down, okay, the rest period, just make sure that we're building into the piece. Okay, so when we hit the zero, we're sort of already going. Okay, so 5 or 6 seconds to go, we start increasing the speed and everything else, and then we're going. Okay, uh, if we want to make sure that when we're onto that speed, we're just tapping it along. Okay, I want you guys to be consistent with your pace. I want you to think about how can I maintain this rhythm as efficiently as possible. Okay, so every stroke we get it to speed, and then the whole idea is just to hold it, to maintain it, to feel the speed, to feel that work and rest ratio. Okay, because it is one of, as I think I harp on about it quite a lot, is that when we don't want to think about working each stroke really hard. Okay, we want to we're working hard no matter what. Okay, and it's a loose terminology, but what we're trying to do is get to speed, tap it along, and then find, because our energy levels are going like this over a period of time, right? If it's a 2K, a 1K, 5K, 10K, whatever, it's all always decreasing. We just don't want to do this, and have these like hard, try and work too hard, and then we drop. And then, of course, we come to the end of the piece and we just die off. Okay. So this will be really focused on just making sure that rhythm's sweet, it's smooth, we're tapping it, we've got that easy rhythm. Okay. And that's what I'll focus on today with all my conversation and stuff, is just around that movement speed. Okay. And just remember, just keep that, once that flywheel's moving, once we get up into this rate, okay, it is always easier to get that speed around the front with that turn, okay, because we are coming in with a little bit more pace, and we are moving out with a little bit more pace on like our speed that we're pushing. But of course, with this first part, just remember that control, and remember that we with this part around here, that first part of the stroke, when we're coming in and we're having this take up period around the front, just let it happen. Okay, really focus on just almost feel like as you push as we push away, that sort of gets left behind as such. Okay, even though we're not leaving it behind, the feeling of it is that we don't want to be like, I've got to feel like I'm making this handle move with me. What we want to be feeling is we're moving the body and all of the pieces of our body, okay, away from this, because all we're doing is hanging off this handle. Okay, we're just really focused on this hang as we come through that dry. Okay, so let's jump on. Let's do a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of warm up. Don't need too much. Tell you what, she's bloody hot in this garage today. I'm going to be sweating profusely. Okay, so just remember, nice and patient. I love watching videos online and people getting tips, and I don't give out too many tips for free. But remember that when if we're sitting here with our bodies, right, and we've got our arms out in front of us, remember that if I was just to hold this in one finger, right, the chain really does. It's got this draw to it. Okay, and I'm not trying to do anything but let that handle go back into the housing by itself. Okay. When I talk about this efficiency and what we're trying to do is, if this is happening with your handles and it's coming down here, it's because we're pushing the weight down for it, right? And that's why when we're around the finish, we just think about this release and we feel this chain that's trying to pull us back into the front. That's us moving with the machine. Okay. This is our period to be like, righto, pal, you take me back to the front. Okay. So when we've finished the stroke, we want to have stability to get our body into position, but we don't want to be over controlling it so that we're doing stuff like this, and we drop our handles, and we're trying to be super rigid. Remember, we want to have that fine line between the rigidity of our structure and our posture and that looseness and flexibility of being dynamic and easy flowing with the machine. Okay. And this is why the whole concept of being able to just roll with the machine, let it carry us back to the front, keep this rhythm and speed. Okay. This is the idea around maintaining the speed of the flywheel, tapping it along, being patient with our curve, okay, with our drive. Remember that it's a period, okay? The drive is through the whole stroke, okay? We can't just focus on the front or the back, okay? We want to feel like right through that drive, there's this pressure that creates one movement, sort of one increasing sound, and these summations of forces, the overlap between the body movements. And I know it's difficult because we're like, oh yeah, but I've got to hold my core here, and I've got to feel my legs, and then I've got to feel my body. Try, think about how you can mold them together, okay? So that we're not just focused on, I've got to feel the push, and then my body goes, okay? Think about how we can marry the two together, to bring it together, to feel that patience, okay? So just here for about 30 seconds, let's just build the rating to this 24, okay? Now, so remember, just tap it along, just move a little bit quicker, relax it, okay? And now, settle into it, hold the rhythm. Okay, good. Just feeling that one speed forward. Okay, take it down. Beautiful. Okay. So the more we understand that we're the ones that, by our movement speed, is how we get our speed and rate. Okay. So when we look at a rating on the board, when we think about, I want to go faster, we've got to remember that there's that ratio between the effort that we're trying to add to make it go faster and the movement speed that we move to make it go faster. Okay. If we were just to race up and down and not add a lot more power, it'd look pretty ugly because the drive would sort of be a bit slow, and then we race forward, that type of thing. And vice versa. When if you try and do, like, say, power strokes at a certain racing, like really push it, you're putting so much energy into the drive, and then of course it's still patient and slow on the way back. So we find that equilibrium between the amount of effort that we need to press and use that body speed, okay, and then continue that inertia around the finish to get back onto the next one, okay? So that's really what we'll focus on in this first part, and then we'll really start to push it in the second one, okay? And that's why we do 2 sets, okay? It's why it's good to have a base set, which we work on things, we get a feeling, and then when we jump up to that top stuff, bang, we're away laughing. Okay, perfect. Right, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. New Apple Watch, hallelujah. The old one was terrible. So first need to start that one. Get off there, pal. Man, I need to. I'm gonna have to set this up. Actually, never mind. I'll see if it works today. Come on, baby. Okay, so let's jump on the workout. Okay, select workout, new workouts, intervals time. Okay, leave that on that 1 minute flashing. Set the rest time to 1 minute. Okay, just hold it there for a second. Make sure everyone's ready. And the good part about this is when we've done these sets, we can just go back in and go re-row. Okay, so piece of cake, real simple. Okay, good opportunity as well to see where you want to have your drag. Okay, remember, once you start getting up a bit higher, you might be like, I'm might be just struggling to hold and maintain the speed. So maybe bring it down half a number and have a look in the second set. I don't know. Okay. There's always options. There's always options. Okay. Press that checkbox. Press that checkbox. We are good to go. Okay. This first one, just be real patient, real steady, get moving, nice and relaxed. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Right. Are you ready? Attention. Go. Okay, nice press. Just remember your elasticity. Okay. It may feel that the first few strokes are a little bit shorter. Okay. You're not right out to length, but that doesn't matter. Okay. We get the flywheel moving, which we are now. Okay. And now just sit into this rhythm. Hold the speed of the drive, the speed of the hands, hang. Nice rhythm. Okay. Think about it. Pace, long arm. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Really simple. Remember that as we start to increase, as we start to push it, keep the speed around the finish. Okay. Remember that the last part into here, into the body, we're really not doing anything. Okay. So it's always, I see it, the people right into the finish, and you're just burning yourself out. Okay. You're wearing yourself down. You can't add any more speed, and you're holding speed on, but very, very minimally. Okay. Right. Build. Hit the line now. Okay. And just breathe into the nice pressure on the feet as we're pressing away. Hold these arms out long. Okay, good. Nice. Nice hand. Good movement. Think about your breathing. Shouldn't be tense in the face or the shoulders. Tapping it along at 24. Okay, really good. Okay, think about that motion as we're holding the arms, trying to think about these connection points between the hands, the seat, and the feet. Okay, as we're feeling that press, as we're letting these legs drive out the muscles, okay, joining together in this sequence, in this force, not individual sections going and just sort of stopping, okay? Everything overlapping with each other to be able to push our body back in that one motion, okay? To sit back, okay? Up to 26, turn, move. Now, okay? So just start here by thinking we're just moving everything a little bit quicker. Okay, there it is. And the speed of this drive. Remember, around the finish, and then be loose with the arms. Once they get out over the knees, if our hands are dropping, it means that we're the ones pushing it down. Okay? We'll just breathe into it. Find that work, rest, ratio. Okay, good. So that extra little bit of movement speed all round. Okay? The pace of moving the hands, not being tense to get out. Okay. One of the, as we talk about this relaxation around the finish and the inertia, okay, it almost is when we finish the stroke. It's really hard, but it's like we just almost want to just like switch off. And if you switch off, you can feel this tension pulling you back, right? So it's about finding how can we do that efficiently without losing speed or form. Okay, building, moving in. Now, okay, nice and elastic. Okay, so with me on this one, almost as we're drawing the finish, almost seem like you're releasing it a couple of inches front of the body. Okay, still drawing the elbows past. One way of thinking about it is take the tension out of the hands around the finish. Okay, good. Okay. We slow ourselves down, we lose the rhythm of this inertia and speed around the finish by thinking that this here has to be tense. Okay. You see it, we've all been there. Okay. We're all trying to all just power on to the finish as much as we possibly can. But actually a detriment. Okay. The power is done through here. And when we're like here, all we're letting happen is the momentum of our body swing do this around the finish. Okay, so let's think about that on this next one. Ready? Tap it along. All right, good. Okay, good rhythm. Ready? A little bit of rate. Oh, okay. Speed of the drive. Don't think about the power as such, about the drive speed. Good. Okay. Through that stroke. Sit that body driven off the leg. Okay, so that extra little bit of speed at that 28. We've got to think about the speed of the drop, the speed of this. Okay. Once we're on there, think about the period of time which we need to be under pressure or working. Okay. The work rest ratio. And it's really just there to here. Okay. Shit, we're not really working when we do this, we're holding. Okay. And then we relax coming forward. Okay, here we go. 28. Build. Okay, good. So feel that. Feel that drive through the throat. That take up. Good. Now hold that. Okay, tap it along. Breathe. Feel the rhythm. Okay. Now we're not trying to make it go any faster. Look at your numbers. Find the efficiency. Okay, good. Feel the press. Press the body. Swing through. Okay, good. Okay. So you can see how we get to the end and, heart rate's climbing. We're puffing. Okay. But we shouldn't be, not at this stage anyway, we shouldn't be searching for the line. Okay. Or getting to that halfway mark going, I got 15 strokes left. Like we want to be knowing that we're working and feeling the effort, but at the same time, we're moving our bodies, we're moving it with speed, with efficiency, with what we can do. Okay, here we go. Right, building the 30. Be elastic to start. Now, go to speed. Let's talk about speed of movement, handles, travel time. Okay, good. Right, long arms, hang. Good. Open the mouth. Find the breathing. Okay, just tap it along. Feel the recovery. Weight rest ratio. Okay, good. Okay, so evaluate, think about it. Was it good? Do you feel like you got on top of it? Did you feel like you were starting to work too hard at the finish? Was it easy to maintain? Okay, so the same focus again for this last one. Just want to build the speed, tap it along. Here we go. Elastic. Okay, good. Feel the handles around the finish. Finish. Feel like you're finishing in front of the body. Hey, with me, long arm. Okay, as we press, feel the hand and the lat. Good. Okay, good. Nice. Now, just maintain. About picking the wheel up, holding its speed, not trying to increase. Good. Okay. Really nice. Okay, so good first set. Puts us in a good position to feel what we've been doing. Okay. To feel the rhythm that we create by the drive, that we make a turn, we around the finish, we're ready for the next one. Okay. Uh, just press your menu buttons. Okay. That'll just save that. We'll just paddle here for a minute or two. We'll have a drink and then we'll whip into the next one. Okay. So as we come up in these ratings, obviously we'll go back to that 28 for the first couple, and then we build it from there. What we want to be thinking is we're at our probably at a really good point right now. Okay. We should be able to manage this set comfortably. Okay. It's gonna be hard, right? But we shouldn't be thinking, get to the end of the 30 and be like, mate, how am I going to do these next four? Okay. So remember when we start off, we've got that build into the line, we get up to speed, we tap it, okay? And then just think about maintenance, okay? Maintenance, 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 maintenance. Not trying to make it go any quicker, okay? If we manage to make it go a split faster, 2 splits faster by what we're doing with our efficiency, great, okay? But don't search for more speed by power, okay? Search for more speed by movements and the efficiency that we're doing. That's what today's about, okay? we can do the same session and search for power, right? And go, right, I want to really find some speed. Okay, same workout, just a different thought process. It would be a lot harder because we would be purposefully trying to find more effort. Okay. But what we're trying to do here is move freely and efficiently. Okay. Keep that pace going, tap it along at a really good, sustainable pace. Okay. At a good, sustainable speed. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Right. Quick drink. Right on. It's the wet tea. Okay. So we should just be able to go into our go memory. Oh no, sorry. Select workout, press rerow, and at the top there, hopefully, it should say 8, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Right. If it does, we'll sit here. If it doesn't, you just need to go into that select workout, new workout, intervals, time, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. But if you are on that 8, 1 by 1, okay, I'll give anyone a quick second that may have to set it up again. Okay. But if not, let's press the rerow button. That should pop up on screen there now. Just making sure we're all on the same page. Okay. So this one, this first set, remember we're going to have to build it. So be elastic. Just take our time to get it up to speed. Okay, here we go. Right. Are you ready? Attention. Go. Feel the hand. Leave it drive. Good. Feel the rhythm. All right. One push. In the loose arms. Don't need to grip this handle too tight. Okay, don't choke that handle. Tap along. Okay, good. Okay, be nice and loose. Think about it. Okay, always from the standstill takes that little bit of time to build that speed, find that rhythm, okay, and maintain it. So on this, let's remember we free it up, we build into that line, we hit the line at pace, and then we hold it. Okay, here we go. All right, free it up, building, out, go. All right, inertia, down the finish. Feel the treble speed forward. Remember, body, put the brakes on at the front. We don't have to think about stopping at a certain point. Body's elasticity. Okay, feel this rhythm. Smooth. Try and take any jerkiness out of the equation. Okay, good. Okay, so remember that we're at this speed, okay, and yes, it is easier at rating, right, to pick up the front, very much like power strokes and stuff, right? It's a lot easier to get that around the catch because it's moving quicker. We're at a faster pace, so it's quicker to get onto the gear rather than when we're at 20 or 22. Okay, but don't feel like we've got to hit anything or grab anything. Really look, okay, building to use our body. Right, 30. Okay, so just move that little bit quicker. Okay, move the drive, hands around the finish. Okay, there it is. Good speed. Okay, feel into this rhythm. Okay, let's one push, drive the body back, long arm hang, feel the rhythm. Patience. Okay, lovely. And all of this is about making sure that we can look for some good speed, but it has to be efficient. Okay. Now, if you're only here because you want to do 500s and stuff, okay, push it pretty fucking hard. Okay. But we're here for probably slightly longer distances or just wanting to find consistency for the period of time that we're doing it. To really look at that. Okay. How efficiently can we maintain that? Building, moving in. Now, okay, hand speed. Right, there it is. Got my speed. I've got a relaxed face. I'm breathing. Feel my drive. My work period. And then I can feel the inertia. Good. Okay. We just hit the front. We hang. Rhythm. Sustainability. Perfect. Okay. So if we keep that focus as we go up in these rates for these next couple of steps, Okay. Remember that we don't have to add anything significant. Okay. We don't have to think, yeah, I'm going to 32. Really gonna have to work it to get this speed. Okay, on this first one, I really just want you to think about your movement speeds, the drive speeds, the recovery speeds, where your elastic length is. Okay, turn now. Okay, so good. The elastic, think about the speed of the drive. Okay, that's all we've got to think about. Okay, hang, don't have to work any harder. You have to move quicker. Don't try and finish it too long. Feel that drive speed, finish in front of the body. That's next now. Okay, good. So see that? All I did, move faster. Okay, got more speed. The drive, yes, has to be thought about as being quicker. Okay, quicker doesn't mean we have to focus on hurrying it faster. Okay, we just have to think, can I accelerate this? Can my legs go down a bit quicker? My body drive be a bit faster? Can I move this quicker? Okay, and as we get up in that race, this finish here becomes important. Okay, build. Let's do that again. Relax it. Now, okay, pat. Good. Okay, now hold the same speed. Feel the rhythm. Long arms with me. Okay, hang, finish in front. Relax the face. We'll focus the breathing. Good cat. Okay, good. Okay, so we still need to think about how relaxed we can be even when we're under stress. Okay, if we were doing a longer piece, yes, the back part of it, we're going to lose that relaxation. We're going to tense up. Okay, everyone does it, just natural. Okay, but look for the efficiency here as we increase the speed. Okay, here we go. Moving. Yeah, here we go. Okay, elastic. Remember, finish in front. Should only be brushing the body. Okay, all right, now tap it along. Good. Okay, good rhythm. For the drive speed. Good. Hold the inertia. Good beauty. Okay, so we're puffing, we're panting. Okay, we're working well. Okay, remember that. The whole reason that we do these, we focus the efficiency, is to be able to transfer this into testing pieces and stuff like that. Okay. Now, I know it's hard to do. Think about the breathing. Still should be able to breathe in on the drive. Okay. The elastic, go. Good hand. Elastic length. Right. Breathe. Finish in front. Thrust the body. Right. Now, tap it along. Maintain. Armpit. Speedy drive. Boom. Okay. Great. Okay. Breathe it out. Be loose. Okay. Hit that menu button when you're ready. Okay, we'll save that into your memory. Allows you to go back and have a look, right? See the differences between each steps. Okay. You'll be able to go back and have a look. And let's take 30 for an example. Let's see the speeds there versus the speeds here. But it's a very good gauge of when you look back and think where your sweet spot was. Okay. Where did you feel like you were moving the best? Okay. To be fair, the Renos have been getting me a bit. So 28 felt lovely for me today. 28 and 30. Those last couple probably haven't been doing enough speed training to get, should I say, very comfortable. Okay. Now I can still get comfortable and find the efficiency because a little bit of experience. But the whole idea is making sure that we can look back on that whole workout and say, you know what? I achieved something really well there. Right. I focused on this part of my stroke. You know what? I didn't think about trying to really get it into the body. and I found I could hit the ratings easy. You found like your rating didn't fluctuate as much. Okay, and it's probably one thing I didn't say there as well is that these ratings, even though they're a number, they're still a guide. Okay, so if you're sitting on 27 and it's meant to be 28, who cares, right? Think about the movements and see if you can get it to 28. And if you're on 29, maybe just feel a little bit more patience on the recovery. But it is there because it's and enough of a step up that we have to make a change in our movements and what we're doing and the way that we think. Okay, one split at a time is a bit niggly. Okay, it's more of a trend thing. It's where over a period of say 6 or 7 minutes, we see a trend change. Whereas these are very much focused on at that specific rate, get comfortable with the feeling, get comfortable with the drive, feel the ratios. Okay. So excellent work. I'm just going to stretch it out for a minute here. Okay. Just let's think about our shape, our form. With me, just be loosen the fingertips with our chain. Okay. Even play some piano fingers on the way forward. But just remember that if we have our arms nice and relaxed, okay, we shouldn't be dropping our hands like this. If we're thinking about the flatness of this chain, drawing us forward, having the pressure on the fingertips, okay, that is the machine doing the work for us. Okay, that's that rhythm here, the patience. And even now, just roll with one speed, body puts the brakes on, right here. Okay, I don't even need to look at where I'm going. And I know that my body is going to stop because it just cannot go any further. Okay. And that's one of these things I feel is that there's sometimes people are controlling the slide too much. Okay. They're trying to be quick off the bat, right, to get this, and then slowing down in the front, trying to be like, I'm there, I'm ready to go. Okay. Let's keep that one speed forward. Then I can just speed up like this around the finish and come forward. The body's still going to put the brakes on for me. Okay. And that's the whole thing about the machine, us working with the machine, but then obviously against it at the same time. Okay. And those are the key elements to remember that what we're trying to do is have that relationship. Hey, I love you. I love you, but I hate you sometimes. Hey. Yeah, and that's what we've got to remember. Okay, is that there is that love-hate relationship that we have. But if we can get that, rhythm, we can get that feeling, boom, we're away laughing. Okay. So great workout. I'm probably glad that we only did 8 of them. Another 2 we could have done. But that's okay. Remember, there's no like I feel like I think I've said it many times, and I'll reiterate my feelings, and my opinions again. Like of specific work, close to 30 minutes odd is about perfect, right? We've got warm up at the start. We've got some of the rest period is part of that time, and then we've got a warm down at the end, right? And we're on here for nearly an hour, right? And there's a lot of shit that I talk about and stuff at the start, blah 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 blah. But we shouldn't necessarily have to think, oh, I've got to do an hour a day. I've got to be like hour, bang, 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 right? There's a time and a place for some good fitness work like that, which is probably a lot more long and steady and not so strenuous. Okay, but making sure that when we're on here, we're trying to do. I did it. I'm guilty. I did so much work on this that just wasn't effective. Okay. We've got to remember when you jump on the rowing machine, you want it to be effective. Okay. Now, if you're not in the right space and you're like, I've had a fucking shit day at work, or the family's pissing me off, or someone's done my head in or whatever, and you just need to like decompress, but you want to burn some energy, it's a perfect time in here where you can just put a screen in front of you, put the TV on, and just bust something away, right? And don't focus too much on what you're doing apart from a nice steady rhythm. Don't get too stressed about the form or whatever, but just get get the heart moving, get the heart rate going, get some endorphins in, bang bang, right? But then when we're doing things like this, effectiveness, making sure that we're working on it to better ourselves, to find what we need to do to make it faster, better, so that we can maintain that and we can see the progress over time. Okay. And we get faster at what we're trying to do, and we get faster at our times and our splits and everything else. Okay. And that's exactly what we want to do. Okay. Thanks, team. Great workout, Rich. Nice one, bro. Thank you. Thanks, Jamie. Yep, Merry Christmas, everyone. When you said switch your hands off 2 inches away really helped my recovery, Jamie. Well, like the one thing, Jamie, and I've when you if you put the force curve on, right, and we're just trying to have a nice smooth curve, whether it's front ended, back ended, whatever, right, smooth curve. Now, if you just watch that for a while, at where you are when you're like here, right? When the hands are just about to draw into the body here. That force curve's about that far off the bottom, right? Now, if you try and use energy to hold it on any further, you're literally using energy for no reason at all except to wear yourself out. Okay. Now, because we're still got this drive through to here, right? It's not like I'm saying to drive here and then let it go here, right? Because that's obviously not going to happen. But there's too many people think that this part here is going to make us faster. Now, 500-meter sprints, 1 minute sprints, fucking a. Just you got it like you've got a minute. It's a different energy system. It's an anaerobic. It's an anaerobic system. Fuck it. Use as much energy and strength and power as you possibly can. Okay. But when we're looking for efficiency and speed, just put it into perspective, if you use 10 watts of power to do this, right? It's 10 watts over 30 strokes, right? That's a whole stroke, right? If you're doing 300-watt strokes, for example, right, that's a whole stroke. What do we go on a stroke? 5, 6, 7 meters or whatever it is like that. That's how much extra energy you're using worth, right? Now you multiply that by 6 minutes, right? And now your score's gone from 7 minutes. You could be closer to 6 minutes 50, right? All just because that extra energy that you're using here can be transferred into the whole rest of that stroke, right? And that's why we talk about making sure that the energy expenditure that we're using in the stroke, it has to be there. But then the stroke for me effectively finishes about here, right? Just before the body. And it doesn't start again until the front. So this whole piece from here back to the front till I'm extended and compressed and elastic. Try and be loose and relaxed. Like there's still movement to get ourselves into position, right? But it shouldn't be like get there and all that sort of thing. And it's just balancing that out, because at the end of the day, you've got a cup of energy for a certain period of time, and you tip it out too much in certain points or whatever, you're going to run out of gas, right? But we're trying to make our cups bigger and fuller, right? And then using that and extending that out over as much as we can. Okay. Clint, I prioritise rate over effort in the second round. Meters were similar, but I found I was able to hold the rate. Haven't held 34 for a while. Well done, Clint. Perfect. Right, and sometimes that's what we need to think about. Is we need to think about our movement speeds, okay, more than our power, and then we balance it out, and then we can focus. Actually, let me think about keeping this movement speed, but I'll just think about a little bit more press, right? And you might get one more sort of speed. But that's why there's different things that we think about in different workouts. It's why we can do so many different things. It's why a very good program in terms of like uh, well, what you're trying to achieve, whether it's 2K, 5K, 1,000, 10K, marathon, whatever you want to do. There's certain things and certain thoughts and certain ways that we have to approach each session, right? There's some sessions that are there for tempo. There's some sessions there for high intensity. There's some sessions that are there for anaerobic threshold, which are fucking brutal, right? But they all do a specific job, right? And if we think about the specific job that we're doing, then that's the best that we can do. Okay. Right. Perfect, team. Thank you very much. Have a Merry Christmas, guys. I'll be having Christmas before you because, down in New Zealand here, we see the light first. We rotate first along that date line or whatever they call it. So, yeah, enjoy yourselves, not too much. I'm going to be playing golf the next few days and doing some renos and drinking beers because why not? It's the holiday season, okay? And not only that, we have the holidays down here and the Christmas season and beautiful weather. So she's going to be 30 degrees. I'll be outside on the barbie. Going to be bloody wonderful. Okay. I think we're back here on the 30th, and then there might be a bit of a break. So keep up the good work. Remember, keep focused on what you're doing. Keep moving, thinking, adjusting, practicing, and finding a way for you to be more efficient and better at what you're trying to do. Okay. Perfect. Thanks, team. Until next time, have a great holiday and stay safe. Peace out.